Hi guys, so Dave Doogan SNP MP put a question to Victoria Prentis, the Under Secretary of State for the Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, where he asked her to list one benefit of Brexit, not three, not even two, just one. This of course is following the damage that Scottish but also other nations of the United Kingdom's farming industry has suffered since Great Britain became a third country and imposed new checks. She struggled and failed. Have a listen.
Mr Speaker, the £150 million impediment to livestock farmers as a consequence of the New Zealand trade deal is a direct consequence of Brexit. Just the same consequence as the lack of Northern Irish animals at Stirling bull sales, the lack of an ability to export seed potatoes to Northern Ireland and the EU, tariffs on jute sacks for seed potatoes and a nightmare exporting shellfish. These are direct consequences of Brexit. Can she give my Angus farmers just one single benefit of Brexit and make sure it's not some nebulous opportunity that's not been realised?
Well, I wish, and I'm sure that some of his farmers wished, that the Scottish Government were going with the real benefits that we are able to make as a result of Brexit in the agricultural space. So in England, we will be able to move towards a system of paying people for producing public goods. In Scotland, that option is not yet available to farmers. I will be meeting NFU Scotland later today to discuss further issues to do with Scottish farming.
How is that a benefit of Brexit? We're going to meet with the Scottish Government and we're going to meet with the NFU in Scotland and present a payment system. This is a benefit of Brexit. Obviously, now, Victoria Prentis, to her credit, voted to remain. She's not, well, she wasn't a Brexiteer back in 2016. She voted to remain in the European Union. So she's probably not fully on board with the idea of leaving the European Union. So that would make it more difficult for her to come up with a Brexit benefit. But I presume now she's a Brexiteer because she believes that Brexit was a good idea. So once again, a bit like Liz Truss, how do you move from saying it was a bad idea to leave the European Union to saying, yes, it was a good idea to leave the European Union? You completely flipped here. But there are no benefits. There are no benefits for UK farmers. There are no benefits for Scottish farmers. If there were, they would have been easily demonstrated. Instead, there are real problems because we're going to see over the next number of months and years, Australian beef coming in at a lower price, produced to a lower standard, both environmentally and in regards to animal welfare. And it's going to undercut British farmers. And British farmers are not happy. Australian farmers are happy. New Zealand farmers are happy. But British ones are not. And we've heard from the Trevelyan, the International Trade Secretary, talking about how this is a great trade deal for both Britain and Australia. A great trade deal for Britain and New Zealand. But only one side is cheering. The other is crying. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.